Hello there. Welcome to Twitter Lead Generation Strategies Part 2. My name's Clive Jeffrey and I'm going to be taking you through the training tonight. If you haven't already watched Part 1, there should be a link in the description below where you can go and go through Part 1 now. That way, when you come back to this training, it's going to make a whole lot more sense. So head over, watch Part 1 now. As I say, the link will be in the description below this video. Go and do that. Otherwise, enjoy this training and I will see you on the other side. Come with me. Rightio, so now you should be seeing my Twitter page. So just wait for a little bit of a delay to get through there. If any problems at all, if someone can just let me know, that'd be greatly appreciated. But I'm going to just rip straight into it. So as I said, it's all about generating followers and leads on Twitter. So last week we went over how to get our content out to our audience, and then also how to automate that. And then we looked at how to, pick people that we wanted to follow and grow our audience with. So I'll quickly run over those again. Just before we do that, I'm just going to go over my Twitter profile here, just to show you a little bit more in detail of how things are going. As you can see, I'll just get onto my analytics, and hopefully you can see all that clearly enough. But as you can see, last 28 days, up to 163,000 tweet impressions. So it's up 252%, which is a pretty good increase. 8,000 profile visits in the last 28 days, and that's up 1,300%. So massive increases by following the strategy. So you can see it works. And on this account, I've got nearly 3,500 new followers. So pretty cool stuff indeed. And here you see my top tweets had 1,800 tweet impressions, 10 likes, and 3 retweets. And here you can see again, this is just for December. These stats here, 113,000 tweet impressions for December, 301 mentions, and 2,445 followers. So pretty good increase, wouldn't you agree? So you can see that the strategy is well worth doing. I'll just show that it's not only a one hit. I will show you on my other profile. As I went through showing it, definitely only start off with one profile and build up to more as you get more experienced. Get the analytics here too. So again, this one's like 134,000 tweet impressions, 313% increase. Profile visits up 1,600%. That's 7,400 profile visits, and increase of 3,150 leads. So, followers. So awesome increases there. And again, the other thing that I was saying, that we're using this to eliminate the need to have to worry about SEO, that type of thing, search engine optimization. And there you can see the top tweet on this channel here was to a blog post. So driving lots of traffic to my blog, 10 likes and 7 retweets. So you can see the viral nature of doing this. So just wanted to again point out, I'll just get rid of this and head over to, not that it makes much difference, but I'm going to head over to my main profile, log out of here, log back in. The importance of having a good profile, because you see that there's a number of profile visits we're getting, 7,000 people landing here, and they're going to see all your information. So it's really important that you tell them exactly what you want them to find out. Where to find you is essentially what it's all about. And then in your bio, again, tell them exactly what you are all about. Now I've just changed up my message, and I'm monitoring it now against the one I had previously, because that's what you want to do. Every week I recommend checking your stats and tweaking and seeing if you can improve on them all the time. So what I've done here, I've just explained what I do: social media marketing and lead gen expert. And then I ask them, no, want 10 plus leads per day, no chasing or embarrassing rejection, free training here. And what I've done is I've put a new link in, and that takes them over to a capture page where I set up, which basically takes them to last week's training. So you can see how cool it is. So this is the marketing system that I use. It enables me to create capture pages like this, all personally branded to me. And as I say, I've set up now a training, made that last webinar into a training. So it's all branded to me. When my followers go and check it out, it makes me look like the authority figure and makes them more likely to want to do business with me, because they can know, like, and trust me because of the brand that I've built up on social media. So you can see it's all congruent with everything they see here. This is actually a pinned post that I mentioned last week. You can see now it's up to 28 likes and 26 retweets. So again, the viral nature of this this strategy. Now the link that I've got here for them to go to is the one I've got it updated up here first, but by doing this I'm going to change this post out, and I was going to lose these stats. I just wanted you to see the why it's worth pinning a post, but it's got to be congruent too. So this one's going to be even better. I'm going to put it through to that training that's over here, because this one still goes to the old lead capture page, which is this one, which is quite boring. I mean, it says exactly what they're going to get. The language is congruent with what's over here, but the look isn't. So I'm going to change it over to more look like that one, where it's going to, the Twitter bird and everything like that's going to be far more congruent, and more. And it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to be able to track the difference in the stats that I get visiting these different lead capture pages now that I've got something to check them against. But that I use these bit.ly links here. Bit.ly, as I mentioned, bit.ly, bitly.com. You go there, it's a link shortener, and it also keeps track. It counts the number of clicks you get through each link. So very important to do. So again, very important to have this pinned post up here, and again, relevant to whatever you're doing. So if you've got a weight loss Twitter profile, then that's what you want to be concentrating on. A weight loss giveaway. It's, as I say, keep it all congruent with what you're doing. So that was pretty much it I wanted to cover on the Twitter profile. So what we want to do is going back to just a quick recap on how we follow people. As I mentioned, you want to have it if you're doing a travel or weight loss Twitter profile or a channel, then you want to keep everything congruent to that, and then you would look for people to follow to grow your audience, and you would look for them on here. Now, because of me, I'm home business, I'm going to look for Eric Worre, what they call him, the godfather of network marketing, and I'm going to use him as one of my accounts that I'm going to follow. And all I do is I copy his Twitter handle, which is @EricWorre, and I come back over here to Status Brew, which is the software that we went over last week on how to to build your audience. So I'm going to add them in here. All I do is I click down here and paste them in, add them as a source. And the other one I'm going to look for is, so I can either look for high profile individuals within the profession, like within network marketing for my niche. You decide who the high profile people are for whatever niche you have, or a company that I want to follow. So again, because I'm in network marketing, I'm going to look for a high profile network marketing company, because logic says that if people are following that network marketing company, they're going to be interested in network marketing and looking to grow leads on Twitter. So you can see why the congruency is there. So I'm going to put in Herbalife there. You can see they've got 290,000 followers. So I'm going to copy their Twitter handle there, and I'm going to bring it back over to Status Brew and pop it in here. And it's going to bring up that audience. Now, the thing that I just wanted to clarify, and wasn't quite sure if I covered the point very clearly last week, because you see on those two Twitter profiles that I have, this one here, my Clive Jeffrey one, and then my other one, you can see like this one's got 8,000 followers, and I think there was, so we'll just look at the other one just quickly again. Log out, log back in. followers. This one's 7,000 followers. So between them, that's 15,000 followers between them. Now, and this is the point I wanted to make, they are completely different audiences on each of those profiles. And how do I know that? Is because each account follows different people. So like this, my Clive Jeffrey account will follow Eric Worre's followers, and on this one I'm going to follow Herbalife's followers. So what I've done is I've actually created a spreadsheet that I keep track of which accounts I use to follow on which of my Twitter profiles I'm using. So you can see I'm building up completely separate accounts. That's why. So this is how you scale. Like if I started another Twitter profile, I'd follow a completely different set of accounts again. So it's not like I'm just doubling up my my accounts. And that's why when I showed you on Social Jukebox, when I have these different jukeboxes, like say for example of my picture quotes here, once each day when I add a new one, I take it over and I also switch accounts and then go over to my other account and add it in there. And all I do is I switch up the hashtag. So like I normally move the hashtag MLM and put it on the end here, and that way it's deemed to be a completely unique tweet by Twitter, because those hashtags are changed around, but not the same audience isn't going to see them because they're completely separate audiences. So the fact that I'm essentially tweeting the same images and quotes and everything on my one channel and the same on the other channel, they're completely separate groups of people. So it doesn't matter. No one's saying, well, hey, I'm just doubling up on my content. So I just want to really clarify that point there. So that's how you keep them. That's how it's part of the reason, or part of the way you scale, is by following completely different audiences on each of these Twitter profiles. So as I say, I've got a combined total of 15,000 unique individuals that I can tweet to each day. And if I wanted to scale it yet again, I can add another Twitter account. Now, just a further reminder, Twitter does not really allow you to have multiple accounts. So you've got to do it by using a completely separate email to set up the Twitter profile. You also want to use a different phone number if you're using a phone number, because that's how Twitter will cross-reference to see if it is the same owners, and then you're going to get in trouble for tweeting same information if you're deemed to be the same person, running multiple accounts. But doing it this way, you're pretty well safe. I personally haven't. I've got mentors that have do it this way, and they haven't had any issues with it at all. So keep your accounts completely separate by having a separate email and a separate phone number, and you should have no problem at all. So if you've already set them up, you'll set up your accounts and you've got the same phone number and email, just go back and change it. It's strongly recommend that you do before you go and invest all the time, build up big followings, and then get your accounts shut down, because that will happen. So hopefully that's makes that easily understood in what we're doing here. Just further on that now, if you set just functionality here that I didn't go over last week on on Social Jukebox. Again, it used to be called Tweet Jukebox, so hence the confusion. No, we just want to go back here. What I wanted to show you is my jukeboxes. For example, if I had set up, say how I showed you, you can just import a spreadsheet of different tweets. And then, so if I wanted to, I imported this one here from my YouTube tweets from my YouTube account, basically, then I can, just literally click here, add, upload posts, and it'll allow me to go and browse for a file, a CSV file. It tells you how to do it, and you can just upload it straight into, so you don't have to come and enter them all one by one. So very efficient to do that. The other thing that you can do, for example, if I've imported it into this account, the Clive Jeffrey account, and I wanted to copy it across to my other channel, all I do is I tick this box, click copy, and it'll say, do I want to move it over to this account? All I do is click yes, and it'll add that whole account, whole jukebox over to my other accounts. So you don't have to go and worry about uploading it, time-consuming stuff like that. So that's one of the little time-saving features I wanted to quickly show you here tonight. So make sure you do that. Again, likewise, if you want to move accounts, you can do the same thing. Just click the one that you wanted to move, and where you wanted to move it. If you had multiple jukeboxes, it would allow you to choose which one you wanted to move it to. So that's a really handy little feature. So that's basically all I wanted to cover there. Let's go back now to Status Brew. So this is where we basically went and I showed you how to follow people. So what I would do, for example, is if I wanted to find followers for my Clive Jeffrey account, I would click on here. But as I said before, when we first come to Status Brew each day, I will come over to the profile, and I'm going to clean out followers that haven't followed me back. So I click on here, the ones that aren't not following me back, and I do it for a period of 3 days, and then the Status Brew will go and find who these people that haven't followed me back. And now remember, I showed you how I had that macro that just allows me to literally just hold my control key down, and it's literally just unfollowing all these people. You can see in the top right hand corner up here, I unfollowed 740 people today. It's all within a 24-hour day. I did those earlier today. I didn't want to hog up time, so I'm just going to quickly just show you how quick it can be, because you can, I just normally unfollow 1,000 a day. So you can just watch that counter. We read up to over 800. We'll get up to 1,000 in no time at all. And this little macro that I use to do the clicking, otherwise I'd have to individually click on each one of these, which is very, very time consuming, as you can imagine. So as I said, people that watch this training, reach out to me if you're interested, and I'll hook you up with that macro to allow you to do the same, so you don't get RSI in your fingers while you following and unfollowing each day. So especially if you're doing multiple accounts. So there we are. We've unfollowed those 3,000 people already. I mean, there's 1,000 people already. So that's my unfollowing done for the day. I could keep going, but I'm going to give these. I'll do it set for 3 days, and it gives these other people a little bit longer to a chance to follow me. I can only follow 1,000 a day, and that's a rule set by Twitter. So as long as I've got 1,000 spare that I've unfollowed, I know that I can follow them again. Now, this is some cool stuff that I didn't go over last week that I wanted to show you. Now, these are called tags, as you can see under here. This allows me to see. I can click, if I go down here to automate, and I click on settings, then I go right down to the bottom here, and I just click tag. So just auto tag people that I follow. And basically what that does is every time I follow someone, let's just go back to not following me back for the last 3 days. Well, we don't even have to worry about that. But you can see that all these, there's the tag. So basically everyone that I followed, it tells me which account that I followed them from, because all accounts are not created equal, which I alluded to last week. You know, if you're following 1,000 people today and you find that one source of followers that you're following is following you back at a 5% rate, for example. So for every 100 people you follow, 5 people are following you back. And then there's some accounts that I follow that for every 100 people I follow, like 25 people are following me back. So over a course of a week, that's going to make a massive difference into the number of followers that I get. So it's important, like everything, to track what you're doing. So keep track of your followers. So by clicking that tag function, and then what we can do is we can come down here, click on tags, and it's literally going to give me the percentages for the followers that I followed. Like this is the followers that I followed each day. That day, which is the December 1st, 257 of the 971 I followed me back. So that's a 26% conversion rate. So that's pretty cool. So all these ones here in the 20s. But then if we come down here, like this one here was only I followed 600 people and only got a 6% follow rate. So, you know, I stopped following those guys. Then this one, Eric, was up to 32%, which is a great follow back. I only followed 46 people, and then out of those, 15 people followed me back. So, you know, good little test there. This one here, first day was I followed 342 people, and 53 followed me back, and so it's a 15% follow back ratio. That wasn't too bad. So I think the next day I did 981, but the follow back went down to 11. Then yesterday was it went down to 7. So you can see that's not a good account to follow. So then I'm looking for new accounts. So great little stats there to check to monitor your follow back ratios. So you just go down there and you can find that in your tags over here on the left hand side. So, and all I had to do was literally click that one box in the settings, and that left me, which was here, and the software takes over and does it all for me. So you really can't complain about that. Very, very powerful tool. So again, just showing you it on this account. We'll just quickly check on who hasn't followed me back. So I clicked not following me back, and again in the last 3 days, and I'm going to start unfollowing. So yeah, again, I've already unfollowed 700 people. So if I just again hold my control button down, but you can see if I don't hold my button down, I've got to literally click individually just like this. But if I hold now, just hit control my control button down, you can see me just whizzing through it. So as I say, if you know, is a bonus. So I know people that have watched this webinar, the ones that reached out to me last week, I've hooked them up. And for anyone else who does as well, reaches out to me, I will send you this tool macro very right away, and it's free. You just got to download it onto your computer and save your wrist, save your fingers. So again, we're already up to 920 something. So just quickly finish off my 1,000 for the day. And we are done. So quick as that. You can see there, unfollowed 1,000 for a day. It's going to tell me how long I've got to go. I've got 13 hours left on this rotation. So it can be, it's like, for example, if you follow doing this, you're working on this late at night, it means that the next day you're going to have to work on it late at night again, because it's a 24-hour clock before you can start following people again. So that's how Twitter works. So again, here's you can show you down the bottom here in my settings. I've clicked tags over there, which allows me to get those tags. So we'll go back and just check out my follow back stats. Where we find my tags down here on the left, click on tags, and it's going to bring me. So again, different follow back amounts, this one here followed 700 people and got 0.57% follow back ratio. So you can see not well. And again, this guy 1%, so really not worth following these accounts. But if you could blindly be working your way through, it's the same amount of effort, and you're not like these ones here. I'm not getting any followers. So you can see, you notice that on this account, my first account, I had something like 2,400 followers for the month, and this one was 1,000 less. But you can see the follow back ratios here haven't been as great. But now I found I got onto an account here, and we're up in the 40s again, 40% follow back. So now we're gonna lift those ratios back up. But if I didn't know and I wasn't monitoring, I would basically be working away, thinking I'm doing and achieving the results that I wanted to achieve, but I'm not getting anywhere. I'm basically treading water, getting no follow backs for my hard work. So just shows you, highlights the importance of tracking what you're doing. So hopefully that's clear. Okay, now we're going to get back into some actual following just quickly. So again, this profile, I'm going to choose Clive Jeffrey. Now I'm going to go over and check. I didn't go into this much detail. I'm going to go into more detail how we choose who. We obviously know that we're going to follow Eric Worre, but we want to break that down even further. So first of all, I'm going to come here and I want to follow people who aren't following me, so not following me. So that's then the system's going to go through and eliminate everyone that's not following me. Then I can go through and I'm going to. You come through here and you want to select fast follow mode, and that way basically if you don't have that macro that I showed you, you can click here and it literally brings the next one right up under your mouse, so you don't literally have to move your mouse anywhere. So click the fast follow button. It's a little bit better, but nowhere near as cool as my macro is. So more filters that we want to use. If you can set the amount of followers that you want them to have, you can set minimums, but just by moving this up here, I don't really care if they just knew and have just started. Oh, it's going to go and sorry, this is just it's just resyncing with Twitter. But yeah, if it's a new account, someone's just started up, I don't care if they don't have any followers, because I can help them, so I don't want that. You can set the number of people that are following them again, if they're on any lists. But this is the one that I do like. I actually set it so that I have at least 5 tweets per day. So I set that there, and you can put the last tweeted, and I'm just going to put, it says 7 days ago. So we'll give them a break. The lowest one we can put there is 7 days ago. So there's no point in following people that aren't using Twitter, So if we, in fact, I'm actually going to take that off there, because I don't follow people back if they haven't followed me back within 3 days. So there's no point in letting them sit there for a week. So that the only one that I've got there is that the setting that I've done is that I want them, as you can see up here, it says there that they've got to have more than 5 followers. So I will just leave it there for now, and tweets greater than 5 times a day. So you can see the purpose of that, because I want only active users. There's no point in following. So we'll click save that. No, I'm not going to save it there. I'm going to leave it there. Then I'm going to go on. I'm going to add some more here. I'm going to go to other demographics now, and I'm going to, these ones, they must have a public profile, because you want them to, there's no point in, again, following people that have got everything set to private. They are verified. And they must have a profile image. And, we obviously, I don't know what zombies are, but I don't want to be following zombies. Time zones, it really doesn't matter to me. Languages, I don't speak French, but I speak English. I don't speak any of the other languages, so I'm only interested in those 2. And exclude, this is really important, this one, exclude previously followed people, because you don't want to keep following people that haven't followed you back. So, because then you're going to get them mad at you, and they're going to report you. You're going to end up getting your account shut down. So now you can see, by putting in those filters, I've got all the profiles that are over there that are looking really good. And let's get rid of that there. And so we've got, now I'm going to take off verified profiles, because some people don't know what verified profiles are, but I just wanted to show you there that you can get as specific or as non-specific as you want. Obviously, the more specific, the more filters you've got in here, the less people that you are going to be able to have to follow. So I'm going to leave it there. Then you can actually, once you've got it set up the way you want it, to speed it up, so you don't have to keep coming back and doing it every time that you come to work on it, or you can save the filter with all those settings, and you can just call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call here test, and I'm just going to click save. So then next time when I come here, all I've got to do is come here and I can click test, and it'll include all those filters. But the one that I use, which is just my main one, which is over there. So that was just on the save filters section. But then also, if you want to come and check all people that are on your tags, you can come here and just click all that, and you can see all the different tags that you've got operating there too. So that's just another little place to check where your tags are going. So then, now that we've got all our filters set, all we got to do is start following. So again, I've followed 689 people today. So all I'm going to do is I start following. So I just click my control button, hold it down. Now, as I mentioned last week, Status Brew's got a little bit of a buffer in here. It stops us for 30 seconds every time we get to 122 people that we followed, and it'll just take a little pause, and it'll just give me a warning saying I've reached my limit, because it's basically here just to protect us from not getting shut down by Twitter, because we don't want to look automated. That's the whole goal here. We don't want to look automated to Twitter and to our potential followers, but this in particular, this what we're doing here, obviously the followers wouldn't see that what we're doing, but Twitter would, and they would shut you down, as I say. So what I normally do is I normally have another task going, like if I can get my Facebook, if I'm following people on Facebook, meeting Facebook people, I can then just come over to Facebook, do whatever I need to do here for a few seconds, and then that's normally giving me enough time to come back over here, and I can start following again. So you can see how quickly you can do it. So again, it's just going to stop me after another 122. If you get a little thing like that, just click on that. Now, sometimes you might get locked out of Twitter because you're doing this, and all that means is you just got to re-log into Twitter and put in a new password, and then come back in here into Status Brew and re-log back into here with the new password, and you're good to go again. Don't know why it happens. Again, it's just a little safety thing. I guess it's just Twitter just checking that you haven't been taken over by a robot and had your account hacked. They just want to make sure that you you are legit. So as I say, I normally just come over to Facebook, and for those of you watching here, if you haven't liked my Facebook page, come over here, facebook.com/Clive Jeffrey Training, and you can come and like my page here and get my latest trainings. I put up them most days, different training that is going to benefit anyone in the home business niche. So here I was just, as you can see, just promoting tonight's webinar that you're on. So that was enough time. I'll just come back over here again quickly just to get the 1,000 followers on this account. That's all they have for us on that account there. So we've got 996. So that's that one done for the day. All I do then is come back over, grab my other account. So we're going to go with this one, and we just simply go to people not following me, sorry. And all I now can do is I can just come down here and click my test filter, and you can see straight away it's brought it up. I didn't have to go and reset all those, so you can see why it's so handy there. And straight away again I can start following these guys. So quickly go through and get these followers done for the day, and then I've got some pretty cool stuff to show you about how we can automate some messages here on Status Brew after we get done these quickly. So hang around, you're going to love it. We'll just quickly, again, have to take a few minutes break. As I say, it's literally only 30 seconds to a minute. Sometimes they make you wait a bit longer, but it's never much longer than that. Well worth doing. So we'll just come back over to my Twitter account just to show you the tweets. This is basically the tweets that, just again, that come out from social jukebox. All from the different categories come in here. So this one would have come from the video file. This one's from my blog posts. This one's just from my picture quotes. This one's from picture quotes again. There's a video one. So you can see how it just mixes them all up and randomly posts them out here. Now you're getting likes and stuff, and this is all automated. Now in your sleep, it's just coming out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, driving traffic to wherever you want it to go. So again, well worth doing. This one's 5,000 tweet impressions over the last 24 hours. That'll give us enough time to come back here. Just quickly finish this off. Getting up there over 900 now. So get rid of that. So, yep, that's it basically done. So what I wanted to show you here is, that'll do for the day. So that's it. I've done my following. That's all you need to do for this strategy is each morning come in, delete the ones that haven't followed you back, and then follow the ones, for each account. And that's it. The software takes care of itself. So back to audiences. What I wanted to show you here, what you can set up for your accounts. So we're going to call up that account, and again we come down here to settings. So this is still back in Status Brew, which is just statusbrew.com. Come down here to settings, and what we're going to see here is when someone follows you back or follows you, you can send out a tweet, just a welcome tweet. Now, this is a great way, again, if this is all automated, and it's a great way to engage and build rapport with your followers. And it does it all, as I say, it's all automated. It does it for you so that you don't actually physically have to go out and send out a tweet to and thank everyone for following you. Now, again, it's all about split testing. I see here I've got 3 different tweets set up to go out. So this one basically says, you know, hey, what's going on? Your follow made my day. Thank you. And to say hi, I made you a quick video, and I've got a link taking them to a video. I'll just copy that link because it's not clickable, and I'll show you what it is. There, it's basically a welcome video. As you can see, it's just basically, thank you for following me, allow me to introduce myself, and it's just a video of basically me saying, hey, thank you for following me on Twitter. My name's Clive Jeffrey. I tell them a little bit about who I am, what I do, which is basically help network marketers generate leads and sales online. And if they would like a free training, all they've got to do is enter their information down below, and they will get my free training on how to get, you know, the first 10 leads online in 24 hours without a website or any technical skills whatsoever. So that's, you know, a really cool little welcome message. It's again, everyone that follows me gets tweeted that. So it's, again, this is how I start generating leads from my followers. You can see how, and it's all automated. Now, just going back there, as I say, I've got 3 different messages, and the other one says, you chose to follow me out of all the people on Twitter. Thank you. I made a quick video to say hi. And again, it takes them through to that same video. And the last one is of the 3 is, out of the millions of people on Twitter, you chose to follow me. Thank you. I made a quick video to say hi. Now, again, as I said before, everything's all about tracking. And I'm going to show you, I want to just show you here. I'll take you back into it. Now, just before we get there, this capture page, I think you're looking at that thinking, oh, geez, how am I going to create one of those? I don't have any tech skills. Believe me, it's easy. And I use a marketing system that allows me to do this. It's all drag and drop, no coding, nothing. If you can click a box, if you can post on Facebook, you can build one of these capture pages and put your own. You don't have to do one with a video, but as I say, video is huge. I literally say in this video, you know, I'm a real person. So people are so used to dealing with robots and fake things online. Again, I want to stand out, and this video really makes that possible. So just this is the My Lead System Pro is the system that I use to create all that kind of stuff, do my tracking links, which I'm about to show you, and build all my capture pages. If you want to check this out, if you haven't done it already, just go to clivejeffrey.com/trial. It's clivejeffrey.com/trial, and you can trial this whole system, and for $10. And if you don't like it after 10 days, you get your $10 back. So absolutely nothing to lose at all. So do that, and I'll actually help you get it all set up and get you cranking with this whole Twitter system. So now my content, I'm just going to go to my links here. Now what I've done is, just on here, these links here, I've created these shortened versions of those links to this capture page. And as you can see, there's a code up here at the end. It says Twitter welcome, then $T equals then test 3. So that means I know which of those messages, which basically here, this is the 3rd message, and the link, that link there is the one that is coded test 3. So when I come down here, and I'm going to go and find, this is where I got all my different my different codes that I know. So here we go. Where are we here? So here, Twitter test 3. Now you can see test 1 has had 27 clicks. Test 2's had 37, but test 3 has had 42. So not hugely significant between 2 and 3, but big difference between nearly double on test 1 and test 3. So if we go back and look at those, there's not a whole lot of difference in them. But again, I wouldn't know how they performed unless I was tracking it. So you can see now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with test 3 and change up the other 2. Now, I believe this was test 3, even though that's not in the right order, but that's when the link was called. It was, hey, what's going on? Your follow made my day. Thank you. And to say hi, I just made you a quick video. Now, to me, if I had to choose, I would have thought, that's probably going to be the worst performing one. But the stats, the numbers don't lie. There you go. Test 3, where is it? Test 3, 42. The others have 27 and 37. So just hugely important to track what you're doing every step of the way. So not only are we tracking the tags of the number of followers, because you can see how that spread could make or break your week of the number of followers you're getting. Because you can nip that in the bud if they're not following you back on a particular account. Who knows why? Don't worry about that. Just trust the numbers and go and find some numbers that work better. So yeah, I've got to come back now and tweak these things. So you can see now I'm going to stay with my hottest performing one and set another 2. And if I can beat the hottest one, then I'll eliminate that one, stick with the one that's working. And you can see each week I'm slowly going to get better and better, because I'm always going to stay with at least my highest performing one, and I'll change out the other 2. Now, so as I say, those actually get tweeted directly as a direct message after I follow people. Now, the other thing that I do is I also then, so that's not actually a tweet, it's actually a direct message. So it's not a tweet. So this goes directly into their inbox on Twitter. It doesn't go out as a public tweet. So that's why I can put a capture page, which basically has this here, which has got a capture page on it, because as I mentioned last week, with all our tweets that we've got in our social jukebox, it's all about providing value. And the same thing, we don't want to be tweeting publicly, more capture pages, because I've got enough out there already. So, when it goes into public as a tweet, I don't want this follow video there. So what I've done is, because it gets tweeted to the public, we'll just go back over here. We've got the next thing. So these are welcome tweets. Now, what I've done here is I've actually got 10 different ones, because these actually do go public. They're going to get seen. So if you have a bunch of people following you back quickly, all these tweets are going to go out, and you don't want to look like you've just literally got one static message that gets automatically tweeted out multiple times. So I mix it up by having different tweets. So thanks for following me. Allow me to introduce myself. And there's a video. Nice to meet you. I created a short video to say hi, and then the video link. Thanks for connecting. I made a short video to say hi. So you can see just slightly different, but not exact copy. So again, these actually go out into the public. They get tweeted out. So what I've got here is a video on my YouTube channel, which is again it's a different video. And I'll just go and show you. So basically, because it's tweeted, I have it set to my YouTube channel, which takes them directly to this video. Oh, damn it! So this is the video. Now, I only actually put this video up yesterday, so you see, or uploaded on the 12th. My computer's on a so it's December 12th, yep, so a couple of days ago. So it's had 20 views already, this video, and someone's liked it. So this is a new strategy. So, but basically, this is a new thing that I've added. So again, a short little 1-minute video. Now, the beauty of a video like this, it'll actually play in their Twitter feed. So if I go to my Twitter account, let's just go back to my other one. If we go here to notifications, let's see if I can find this one that I wanted to show you, because basically what basically it's what this person retweeted my thank you video and saying, look how cool this is, and this is, so here, this one's that one's liked my tweet, this one's retweeted, thanks for making my day. And you know, so very, very worthwhile doing it. It's just you know, it starts going viral, people tweeting your thing, they're liking it, and you know, it's just a great way to build your audience on autopilot. So definitely do it. Now this is actually, again, what I wanted to say. This video on YouTube, as I said, it's only had 20 views. I've uploaded it a couple of days on the 12th, as I mentioned, but the views, that's why I was trying to check when I did, but it only had 20 views. But just this morning, what I realized was, if you look here, these ones here, like the tweet, nice to meet you, I created this short video to say hello, but my video link wasn't there. But because what I figured out was I had my messages too long, so by the time it had incorporated their Twitter handle, there was more than 140 characters being used, and it didn't put my Twitter link, my video link in. So whereas all the other ones were up above here, there actually goes a direct message, so it didn't matter. So here you can come in, and over here you can see how short these messages are now, so that it will actually it's well with under the, I think these are under 100 characters now, so it allows at least 40 characters for their username. So that's just a little trap there that I just wanted to highlight. So if you're going to set it up, make sure that you keep those tweets under 100 characters, because you only allowed a maximum of 40. But that was just a trap that I fell into. So basically for the last couple of weeks, since I've been doing the strategy, none of those have been working for two reasons. The first one was that the tweets were too long, so they weren't showing up, as I showed you here. The link wasn't showing up. The other reason is that I clicked here down the bottom here. Where is it? I wanted one mention per tweet, because you can gang them. You know, if you want to, you can fit the maximum number of users per tweet, so that it'll fill up the 140 character space. But I didn't want that. I wanted one per tweet. But I had left us sending out one message per day, one welcome message per day. So only for every, I was getting 200-300 followers a day, but only one of them was getting the welcome tweet. So as I say, only since this morning that I added, shortened these links, that people are actually getting out there and seeing that this video. So pretty stoked. It's already had 20 views, and it's only been, as I say, literally working today. And this is where I go in here. So this is in this description. I tell them that they can, if they want to come, I provide training on how to generate leads on Twitter. And again, that's going to click on that link. It's going to take them through to that Twitter training, all congruent again. And again, that's another way to generate leads. And because this is actually only a tweet, because it goes out into the public, anyone else can click on that as well and come here. They can subscribe just by clicking on that subscribe button, which I ask them to do in the video. And they can come and find me on Facebook. If they've got any questions, they can just message me there. So you can just see how this automatically works. It does everything behind the scenes for you. And it was just, again, all on automation. So go spend a little bit of time writing out some of these messages, setting these things up properly, using your tags, and then monitoring your tags. And then once you get everything set up, start monitoring the people, the number of followbacks on your tags. Check your links. If you don't have, I strongly recommend coming to get My Lead System Pro, because now if I didn't, basically, as I said, on this one that I'm sending people to now, is sending them to, where is it? Sorry. I think I might have, sorry, we'll just go back to YouTube and click that link again. if you wanted to create your own custom pages like this, you can do it with using My Lead System Pro. As I say, you can take the system for a trial for $10 on clivejeffrey.com/trial. But when you just start, you can start getting going straight away, because they have what they call pre-done funnels or system campaigns. And again, if you wanted to use one on Twitter, we can just come here, and these are all trainings that you can give away. There's a Periscope training if you want to teach that, or this one here is, again, how to get 4 million plus people seeing your tweets each month. It's a full-on Twitter training, and you don't have to do it. You literally just use your link. It's coded to you. See, if you look up there in the link, it's clivejeffrey.and mysocialmediasecrets.com. So you would have your system set up, and you could start providing value to your prospects from day one. And then once you get better at it, you can start building your own customized ones that like I have started doing, things like this and this. So hopefully you've got some value from this, guys. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover for today. I'm going to stop sharing here, come back and see you guys, and welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you've got some value from that. And I will just go quickly through the questions. 8,000 profile visits, isn't that right, Tom? So that's why, again, what I've mentioned, it's so important to have your profile set up properly. You're getting all those people there. You've got all that traffic right there. You want to, and they're highly targeted. So you want to have them seduce them basically into clicking through on your links. So that's why the tracking and tweaking is so important, because you can see what's working, what's not, and you can see the difference over a period of a week. What a difference it can make if you know what's actually happening there. So tracking is hugely important. Tom, do you delete your tweets after a while? Now, I have been, but there's also people, some people say, yes, you should tweet. And if you want to tweet, delete your tweets. So, I mean, in Twitter's rules and regulations, it says you shouldn't do multiple tweets. So if you want to strictly stick to their guidelines, then after you've gone through your rotation of your tweets, you can go and use a software called tweetdelete.net. That's tweetdelete.net, and you can then just delete the tweets that you've done. You can set parameters as like delete them all, or just a certain date period, and get rid of them that way if you want to be super safe. Now, but as I say, one of my mentors swears by deleting them, and another mentor says don't worry about it. So, I mean, I have been in the past. I haven't. I mean, I've got, like, I think about 1,500 tweets I've done now without deleting them. So I'm probably gonna, if I think there's a chance, if I'm, I don't know, then I might. But as I say, there's pros and cons against it. Obviously, the big pros, if you do delete, you're absolutely 100% safe that nobody's going to, you're not going to get shut down. But then again, if you do delete them, when someone comes and looks and says that you've only done a handful of tweets, you just don't look so legit. So there's pros and cons to it. But obviously, the biggest con is getting your account shut down. So that's pretty much my thinking there. So probably not really a whole lot of help. So if there's no more questions, I'm going to shut it off there. Hopefully that's answered everyone's questions, and you've got a bunch of value from that. And that training combined with what we've went over last week is going to make a big difference to you and your lead generation. So thank you for coming along here tonight, guys. I really do appreciate you. As always, if you need anything, help with anything, setting up your social jukebox, your Twitter accounts, or status brew, or just using anything, or just want to run something by me, reach out to me. You can catch me on Facebook or on my blog, clivejeffrey.com. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. And yeah, just reading the comments there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you're welcome, Tom Mayer. That tagging part is very, very useful indeed. So thanks again, people. I do appreciate you all, and I will catch you on the next training, or come and see me on Facebook, and I do live trainings there daily. So thanks again, guys. Cheers.